But if you're going to do like 9 to 6, apply to all Saturdays. So then your calendar, would look like that, just going on, and it'll always update that. You don't want to hide it from your page. And then you'll see on this pop out. So that, yeah. So, it's 4 days from tomorrow. So, yep. And then when you just do that one big block of time. So like today, as you can see, it only shows times that have available left. So they can pick same night appointments, which is actually, I've had that happen one time. And like, that was pretty nice. Cause I texted them like a week before and they just popped into my schedule. So that's the idea with the passive appointments. It's just always like someone can, if they happen upon their text later and they're like, oh, I have time to do this right now. Yeah. And then it just would show 30-minute intervals for the times that you've made available. I don't know if there's a reason it doesn't have, because I have mine linked. So I think it knows when I have other appointments, I want to say, maybe not, but let me see if I have. No, it isn't checked my calendar yet. So never mind on that. I thought maybe it checked my calendar to see if I have stuff scheduled for that. But yeah, you can change what information you want them to enter. They can have autofill. I'd rather make them type it in and then the reminder text. So again, I'm changing these questions to like the spouse question. So, and I'm going to require that. And then the difference here is one line just means like a short answer. I just would, if it's going to be a yes, no question, radio buttons means multiple choice. So, that, and then delete the third answer. And then that's for adding another option, or you can include another option. Otherwise hit apply, save and close. And then again, I'm going to ask, that other question, which is the next best time that's available. I think that check boxes. Yeah, so I just make them type that manually. And then I just got a text from Ryan that said, hopefully you just started dispatch. And I'm like, hopefully I didn't just start dispatch because it should be over. And then notifications, cancellations. So I think when you first set this up, it should you have to link it to it should automatically link to your Gmail if you have Gmail. And then this is just to change the email confirmation. So it would say their full name and my name. And then it would say like what the event title is. So benefits review, McGruff kit review, location would include Zoom link, questions and answers. Those are going to be in there. And that's going to email that. Oh,
that's what? All just automatically put in there because of all the parentheses and stuff. Because I was just looking at that and I was like, that's a little confusing. Is that automatically filled in or not?
Yeah. So let me see. I mean, this might not really like work because it's, so I got on my, I'm going to turn the brightness down. That usually does it. Like I got an email from that event I just made. It has, I mean, you can't really see those, but it has all that stuff listed. And all like the question answers I provided.
Yeah, just don't change the tags that are in there.
Yeah,
because that's what pulls it in there. Those are like tags that tell it what to
and
put
so
there.
Now when I start this Zoom room, like I noticed that Zoom actually has it set so that when I like start a Zoom call, it like copies my Zoom link ID. Oh no, because I did another thing. But you can go into Zoom and then you just have to go to invite and then copy invite link, and then I'm going to add this like all over the place just because it's going to be the easiest. Email reminders, I would do one 24 hours before. Again, if it's like within, probably do 8 and 24, so they get that email in the morning or in the afternoon. 8 hours from 2 p.m. is like 6 a.m., but whatever, they'll wake up to it. And then I want to text them 1 hour before and 8 hours before. And then in the text, I'm going to add that link too. If you got like a link shortener website, you can shorten it, or you can, again, that's a link to your Zoom, not to the Calendly, but And then confirmation page, collect payment. Yeah, we'll just need your bank info ahead of time. Hey, I guess if they give it, it's probably a sale. And then let's see. Yeah, and then then you can view your live page, kind of test it out and see what it looks like for them. I didn't add a description, but otherwise that description is going to show up. One other thing here, and I forgot to actually mention that. When can people book this event? It has an advanced setting, and that's something important. So under hours by the calendar, there's advanced, and then show availability in increments of. So if you just want to show like those appointment availabilities on the hour, you can do that, or 45 minutes, 15 minutes. So when they see this breakdown here, it'd say like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which might not be a bad idea actually, to do that, because then it doesn't look like you have like all day available. It's a little bit more exclusive. Max events per day. So if you want to limit it to like 8 slots, you could do that. That would, decrease the number of total available spots. And then prevent events less than, I wouldn't put a max on there, by the way, but I would prevent events less than 1 hour away, because if you do 4 and somebody looks at their phone, like right now, it doesn't let me book anything until 7 tonight. And if I want to get like somebody who happens to be available for a right away sit, you want to like shorten this to either 0 or 1. And then they'll be able to pick an event that's up to like an hour away. Obviously, because you don't really want to do less than an hour, because then if you're in a sit and they picked it for like right now, or like 30 minutes from now, they like would pretty much, you'd get a notification that you might not see. And then event buffers. This is like if you need to space out the next one. So if you have like an appointment, you could like set it so it gives you 30 minutes after or before the appointment for another one. So if you do 30-minute intervals, you can change that. And again, if you just leave all those settings blank, it'll just go with the default of like this is today. You can't see now it changed it to like, I can book as soon as 4:30, because I changed it to that 1 hour minimum interval. And it sends all the reminders in the time zone that you're in, but I mean, it pretty clearly says that time zone. So hopefully people don't get confused. But yeah, and then when they book, it should, well, let's see, like it shows up on my calendar. These are like people that booked interviews, but so it's like Zoom web conference. You can like go on to Calendly to reschedule, and then yeah, so that's pretty much the setup for Calendly. And then I'd make one for, if you get 3 of them, I'd make one just for your different lead types, Union, McGrath. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for the extra training.
Yeah, cool. All right. And then if you have any questions with it, I guess down the road, let me know. But that's also my phone number. So
look at the recording, because that was a lot to take in.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's good. So what I'll if you send me a text right now, I can with just your name and whatever, I'll send you a YouTube link. I'm just gonna upload it to like a private YouTube video. Yeah. So okay, cool. Nice. Probably trim out the part where I'm just chit-chatting with you guys before. So all right, cool.
Hey, Xander, how often do you send like that text for the schedule?
I'm gonna include it in every text I'm gonna send. For like an opening text, because the idea is if you don't want to talk, if you don't want to get a call, or like you just know a time available, do that. But I'm also making those modifications they talk about on the 1 p.m. Zoom training, where I'm changing it to like go over your union benefits and what else on there. Yeah. And then so at the end, but the part I'm changing is for faster service. Just pick it, go ahead and pick your time.
So if you're sending out your text first, if they don't respond, you're calling them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you're not sending them like a second or third time, like a couple weeks away or anything like that?